We are back here tonight for the final race of this evening here at the Le Mans on the Bugatti circuit, and one incredible first two races we've had of the night. It's been Champ, who's been the man of the moment, taking both wins here tonight in one of his sporadic reserve appearances here. Also been very impressed with LFRD taking a podium in that second race, getting ahead of none other than our 7-time champion here on Project Cars 2, Mike. Obviously 4-time champion of the Clios and 3-time champion of the touring cars. And yeah, I mean, who's to bet against Champ taking the treble here tonight, making it 3 out of 3. I'll tell you one man who's going to be there trying to make sure that doesn't happen. That's John Boy, because he was looking very quick in that second race a few moments ago. But obviously it's going to reverse grid based on the results from the race that we had a few moments ago. So that'll mean that Doris Deer will be starting on pole, and it'll mean that the likes of Cobb actually will be starting near the front as well, because Cobb had a bit of a shocker in that second race, so he'll be starting about 5-6 places ahead of his usual rivals. But then again, Mike's not going to be Mike's not going to be too far back. He's going to be sort of knocking on the door of the mid-pack as well, so I suppose it's going to be a bit of a mixed up grid. And to enjoy it alongside me, as always, is the man, the myth. His name is Iain Prentice. Hello.
Just about to send you a link to the trailer for the GT4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whilst I am just going to sort out the titles and the thumbnail for this final stream. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
That's good, because sometimes I do have a bit of a tendency to knock the Ethernet cable out when I'm putting the HDMI cable out. But whenever we're live, I'm always extremely careful to make sure that doesn't happen. As you'd expect.
Check your Discord.
I will. Porsche GT2 trailer.
You're not alone. But did you know that eating too much isn't the only culprit?
Thanks for that, YouTube.
According to German scientists, the real cause of excessive weight is low levels of brown adipose tissue,
You calling me
BAT.
fat?
But here's the good news.
You saying I'm
There's
fat?
a simple method that directly addresses...
Blimey. Is it coming to the PS5 at the same time as the PC then?
I don't think so. I think it'll probably be the whole piece first, then we'll get a few months later or something.
Yeah, they'll have to develop it so that it works on console and all that, won't they?
Yeah.
I bet you're excited about that. Oh no, you don't have a wheel anymore, do you?
It doesn't mean I cannot buy it and enjoy it.
Well, you'd be pricing on the controller.
So,
ACC on the controller?
like on console, like on console, I can go online and get controller profiles that suit better, so it puts the settings so I can use the controller better.
Even online? What, so you can use those online, or can you only use those offline?
No, you can use it online. It's not hacked.
Oh, okay.
It's just literally a controller setting. It's if you're going into your actual settings and changing it yourself. You're just putting a file into the game.
Oh no way, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible. Amazing stuff. Right. I mean, it looks pretty cool. They're quicker than GT3s, aren't they? They're like quite a bit.
What did you see the end with the other Porsche?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see. Right, there we go then. We are officially live for this final race of the night here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to everybody for jumping in. And to the drivers watching this back, hopefully you've enjoyed the first 2 races of the night watching this back. And if you want to, then feel free to share it with your friends, families and always associates. And obviously if you're watching for the first time, then be sure to join us at www.motiveracing.co.uk. I still need to update the description because it still says .com, because I'm just a moron. And I keep forgetting to change it, but yeah, .com got stolen by a naughty person. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it, yeah. That made me very upset.
Good.
Made me very upset. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy. Be proud.
Wow.
Be proud. You made me cry. Hold on.
Good.
Thank you.
Don't cry about it, bitch.
That's nice, isn't it? That's a nice thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, that's just a nice thing to do. Yeah, that's just a nice, kind, thoughtful, generous, sweet thing to do. Yeah.
It's me we're talking about here.
Fuck you. Anyway, I'm not actually talking to Ian, I'm talking to whoever stole the website. Just know that I'm very upset with you. And I'd really rather you hadn't done that.
Oh well.
Yeah. I'd rather you hadn't done that. I do not appreciate it. And you've made me very, 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 very upset indeed.
Good.
But anyway, let's move on. So, we're getting... Ian, you should be backing me up. You should be saying, oi, whoever it is out there, we're coming for you.
No.
Have you not got my back anymore?
Who said I even had it in the first place? I
Well,
don't remember buying your back.
oh, I always thought that you were... Always thought that you know, I thought we were on the same team.
Well, you thought wrong.
Okay. Never mind. Snake. But, here we are.
Bite me, you bastard.
I can't. Snakes don't have teeth. Do they? They do, of course they do. Fucking hell. What a stupid thing to say.
It's not even surprising coming from you anymore.
They got fangs. They're not really teeth, are they? They're more fangs, but yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, here we are then. This is it then. This is it for the final race of the night. We've got Doris Steele lining up on pole, having had a bit of a mare in that second race. He ran out of fuel a few corners from the end, which was, I imagine, a massive ball ache for him. But nonetheless, it means he gets to start from the front in this one, Ian. So a chance to redeem himself, but he's going to have Cobb all over him. And we saw from the first race, Cobb has some pace around this track. Can he use that pace to his advantage, where maybe consistency hasn't really been his best friend here tonight?
Well, you can't really say yes or no, but it all really depends on how he gets the race start. If he gets a good jump, then there's every chance that he could end up going on to take a win. But it's right now he's got near enough more than a bus length between him and Forrest here right now, so it just needs to get a really good exit right now.
Oh, I nearly left the session there. God, that was close. But here we are then. We're underway for the final race of the night. Doris Steele He's got a gap to Cobb just a 2 of a second, but look at this. You can see Cobb's gaining on him already here as they come up towards turn 1. Is he going to have a move here into turn 1? He's going to have a look surely, but he's not close enough. Dorothy holds it as they come onto the brakes. You've got Ozzy down behind him in 3rd place, followed by Park Pooper. There's Totally Zero in 5th ahead of Mike, followed by Potter Brown. As Potter Brown getting sideways, oh no, Potter Brown gets tagged around by LFRD. LFRD, impatience there, and no, John Boy! Oh, John Boy gets taken out with them! John Boy involved in that one. Is that his championship done and dusted here? LFRD with huge damage as well. Potter Brown didn't lose out as much time as LFRD, but he's got huge damage there as well. Potter Brown and LFRD down to 9th and 10th places. John Boy, though, down to 8th. He's already 9 seconds off of the lead. Is that his championship? Out of the window with Mike there running in 4th place. It's Cobb leading now. He's got ahead of Doris up into the lead. There's Doris in 2nd ahead of Ozzy. And they've got a big gap back to Mike there, who's running ahead of Park Pooper, followed by Champ, Totally Zero, and then a huge gap back to John Boy, and he's a couple of seconds clear of Potter Brown and LFRD at the moment. But what a nightmare of a start there for John Boy, and those two, obviously, LFRD, I think, a bit aggressive, made the move on Potter Brown. Potter Brown just completely couldn't control the spin that LFRD kind of induced him into, and then John Boy, just wrong place at the wrong time, nowhere to go, no fault of his own. Can't blame John Boy for that one, and unfortunately he's down in 8th place and his championship could be over. Luckily for him, he's the leader in the touring cars, so he's still got that one.
Well, yeah, that is true. But it's still a good wee bit to go. So he still has a chance to try and make up some possessions, maybe try and creep onto the back of him. He's only got 3 cars between him and Mike right now, so.
As you see Mike looking up the inside into turn 1, he's too far back on Ozzy at the moment, and for the time being those two holding stations there in that little fight as Ozzy there really wide going out of that first chicane. There's Park Pooper in the background ahead of Champ, followed by Totally Zero and John Boy. We're near them at the moment. Always Champ there looking down the inside of Park Pooper. Is that going to be job done here? Being a bit of contact there between them. Park Pooper's still trying to hold it there, but Champ's got the move done there up into P5. Beautifully done there from Champ. As in the foreground there, you got Mike. Did he tap the back of Ozzy a little bit there? Potentially a bit of contact there between those two. But Ozzy there a bit wide onto the curb, getting labouring around a little bit there. As here goes Mike looking down the inside into the next corner. Ozzy outbrakes himself massively. And Ozzy loses out there to Champ and Park Pooper, so Ozzy down to P6 with that one. And Mike now running in 3rd place in this race. So he's made light work of everybody in front of him, but he's got Champ looking to his outside here. Champ could be the one to spoil Mike's potential. Well, I mean, he's got this championship almost signed and sealed at this point, but Champ could be the one to keep that points deficit relatively low here between Mike and John Boy. As Champ down the inside, coming into the final sector here. We've lost the driver from the race. Somebody has retired. Can't work out how it is. Ian, do we know who it is? As Champ makes the move on Mike up into 3rd place. So Champ there down the inside into the final 2 corners and is up into the podium places, and Mike has really got a fight on his hands now. Again, Champ showing that he's got the racecraft and the pace to go at it with the championship leader. But here goes Mike with the slipstream with that BMW. That straight line speed takes him soaring past Champ. I'll tell you what though, Champ is going to be looking to make a move into turn 1 like he did a few laps ago. Is he going to send one here? He is going to send one up the inside. Oh, and Champ there, that was a bit aggressive. That was too aggressive there, and he comes off. Where does he come off in that one? He comes out of it ahead of Mike. So that's a bit dodgy there for me. I don't know what you thought of that, Ian.
I think it was a bit optimistic, and it did potentially
push him out of the way.
Throw it in there, hope for the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Champ, well, very lucky to have not spun out or put it in the wall there.
LFR is out.
Oh, it's LFRD, yeah, of course. What a shame, obviously, we've lost him in the early stages here of this final race of the night, but hopefully he'll join us for the season finale next week. But maybe he's feeling a little bit upset after that collision that we saw, obviously, with John Boy and Potter Brown. Maybe he's feeling a little bit guilty. I don't know. I mean, these things happen. You know, it's not that deep, LFRD. Don't worry about it, but just try and be a bit more careful next time if you can. As we saw Doris Deer just straight lining the chicane there ahead of Champ and Mike. Park Pooper trying to follow these guys around as well at the moment as they're coming into the final sector here on lap 4 of the race. But looks like Champ closing up onto the back of Doris Steer, and Doris Steer's going to have his work cut out if he wants to hold on for P2 here in this one. Cobb, in the meantime, I said on the formation lap, Ian, is going to have a good chance to win this race because he's got pace and he was obviously starting in P2. He's now clear off up the road, 3 seconds ahead of these guys. So Cobb has been stealing the march on these guys. As Champ here making a move. As Mike here down the middle with that BMW again showing its straight line speed. But is Champ going to send one again here into turn 1? Surely this time he's too far back. As Mike there defends the inside, Champ's going to go for a cutback here out of the chicane. Can he make it happen? Mike there didn't get a great run at all, and Champ here is going to get a beautiful run there. Gets great traction and has the inside for the next corner. Surely this is going to be job done here for Champ up into second place. It is job done, and he gets it turned beautifully there and gets it parked on the apex as well. Mike can't get the cut back. Champ back up into second place. Great fight between these two.
Yeah, these two are going out tooth and nail, not giving each other a single.
Oh!
So Champ going a little bit wide, not really giving Mike the chance to try and get alongside, but it looks like he was looking for a gap in the inside there, but not thought better of it. It looks like he may have a good little run coming out of this corner here.
What a fight this is between these two. They're already gapping Doris despite battling each other. They're showing they've really got the pace here tonight. Cobb currently 3 seconds up the road. I think they might struggle to catch him, especially with the way they're battling, but might look into the outside, into the chicane. Once again, Champ's got that inside line covered off, and we know the BMW is slow as anything through the corners. That Porsche has so much more grip through these slower corners and the medium speed corners. And in fact, any corner of any description, the only part of the track where the BMW has the advantage is down that long straight, where we've seen Mike breeze past Champ on a number of occasions, but every time they get to the chicane, Champ is able to either send one up the inside on the brakes with the better braking for the Porsche, or he's able to get better traction out of the corner and get the move done into the next corner. But it's a great battle between these two, and Mike once again is going to make this move, and he's going to be ahead going into the braking zone, but watch what Champ does on the brakes. Let's jump on board with him on his roof cam as here we come into the chicane. He's maybe a little bit too far back to send one, or is he going to go for it anyway? Has a look, keeps Mike on his toes. Mike now has to be a bit more compensatory here on the exit of the chicane, and Champ there getting a lovely exit there out of the chicane, and once again he's going to make the move. This time he's on the outside. Is he around him, or is Mike going to send one up the inside into the next corner? Mike is going to go for a late braking move up the inside, and he gets it stopped there beautifully, does Mike. I tell you what, he's gone and put the same move on Champ that Champ did on the previous lap, but Champ's going to get the better exit here with that traction that we talked about with the Porsche, as Mike's trying to hold it around the outside. Champ though down the inside gets it done up into second place. Once again these two putting on a fantastic show, and they're slowing each other down and potentially losing both of them the opportunity to take the win, but they're not going to be too bothered about that at the moment as Mike looking to the outside here of Champ into the next corner, and he can't make that one happen still, and Champ once again clings on to second place here in this race. But I tell you what, Mike's got a great run here down towards the chicane. He got a much better run. Champ didn't get a good exit at all. This is going to be job done here for Mike, but Champ's going to have the better grip here through the chicane. Is he going to look to the exit here of Mike? Mike going very deep into the first part, losing a lot of speed, but Champ nowhere to go, runs off onto the grass. Scrappy there from those two. Where's Mike in all this? Where's Mike? Oh, he got a worse exit and he's lost out there to Champ. So Champ up into second place as John Boy here making a move on Doris Steer up into fourth place. John Boy now up a position after a nightmare of a first lap. He is now 1 place behind his championship rival, only a second behind him. So John Boy has been brought back into this race a treat. He has been pushing like crazy in this race. Oh, as he gets sideways there, going for the penultimate corner. John Boy wide, coming out onto the start finish straight, onto the gravel a little bit as well. Doris Steer back up into fourth place, and Paul Pouboulet is going to get the run down the start finish straight as well. John Boy back down to P6 in this one. Oh, nightmare there for John Boy.
Yeah, it just seems to be going from bad to worse tonight for the race for him. Just doesn't seem to be able to catch a break as it goes up the inside of part of Pipper, and it's done and dusted.
Yeah, he's now got to clear Doris, and he's got Mike just up ahead of him there, but he's done the hard part in this race as he's down the inside of Doris. What a move there from John Boy. That was a superbly confident move on the brakes, and he's absolutely pulled it off to perfection there. John Boy now up into fourth place. Doris Steer saw that one coming and gave him the space, and what a battle this is here. But John Boy can now try and go after the podium runners. Oh, no, 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 no. Ruin it, why don't you, mate? Oh, John Boy. Like you say, mate, he just can't, can he? He just can't get a clean slate here in this one. as Park Pooper here trying to get the move done on Doris now. These two are side by side. That'll bring John Boy back into this fight. Here we go. Doris on the inside of Park Pooper. Who's going to be coming out of this one on top as they come into the chicane? Nothing between them as they come towards the braking zone now. Park Pooper's going to try and keep it around the outside. Doris Steer on the inside. Surely he's got that preferred line. Goes a little bit deeper to the first part of the corner, but he gets a decent enough exit there. Doris Steer at Park Pooper looks to the outside, and John Boy now going to make it 3 wide here coming into that corner. This is going to be very tight between them. John Boy here makes the move on both of them there. Off the track potentially, not sure. Nonetheless, he's got a bit done around the outside of Doris Steer, and John Boy there up into 4th place. What a superb racing this is between these three, as he's got the inside into the penultimate corner, as Pop are trying to come back at Doris Steer. What a battle this is between these three. Incredible racing, as Doris Steer onto the gravel coming out the final corner, but holds on to it. That was a hiccup, just to let you all know. But John Boy there weaving around trying to break the toe, and he seems to be a little bit ahead of these guys now, seems to be a bit more comfortable. As that was another hiccup in this battle, as John Boy still, Mike's still on the back of Champion, about off a 2nd place as well. And they're currently 2 seconds behind Cobb, so they're closing in on Cobb as well. Ian, look at this. These two gained a 1.5 seconds on Cobb on that last lap. Did Cobb make a bit of a mistake, potentially, which has just cost him time? Because look at this. These two are coming for him, and they're still battling as well. So imagine what these two could do if they weren't battling each other.
Yeah, if they weren't battling, these two would be right on the back of Cobb by the end of this lap very easily. But if they keep on going the way they are, it looks like that's not going to happen anyway.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it here. It's Champ, they're going to get horribly wrong onto the gravel, onto the grass again. He manages to keep some sort of momentum there, which is incredible. But Mike there moves through up into 2nd once again. And yeah, I mean, it's hard for that Porsche to overtake the BMW because the BMW is so quick in a straight line. But tell you what, though, he's got a good run here coming down towards this next corner. Champ looking at the inside, too far back. Mike's still clinging on to that one for now. But those two have now lost a bit of time to Cobb. And I think Cobb, as long as he doesn't make any catastrophic errors on this last lap, he should be all right.
Yeah, I have a feeling that is true. I don't feel that anything apart from a serious spin is going to knock him off the top spot for tonight.
Here we are then, jumping on board with Champ. Is he going to have another crack here at Mike? He's got the slipstream. That BMW is pulling away despite him having the slipstream, but if he can keep himself close, we know what he can do out of this chicane. As Mike seems to get it nicely turned in there. No dramas. Champ, though, is going to go for the exit, but it looks like Mike, this time around, might just have this one in the bag here. Champ's now got to try and put him under pressure for the twisty part of this track, where that Porsche is going to have the advantage over the BMW. He's got to really push this one. Is he in a Porsche?
You're saying Porsche.
What?
You've been saying Porsche this entire time.
Yeah.
He's in a Jetta.
Champ, oh shit, he's in a Jetta. Sorry, he's been in a Jetta. Sorry, I do apologise. Champ's in a Jetta. My bad. Well done. Right, anyway. Oh, mate, do you know what? I'd never seen that livery in a Jetta. It just threw me off completely. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Anyway, they're coming into the final half a lap here, and it's Cobb still leading. And I tell you what, these two have gained on him massively on his final lap. This is crazy. I mean, the joke's on you, because you could have corrected me at any point, and you just haven't bothered to. But anyway.
It's not really a joke on me when you're the one that's making the mistake.
Well, yeah, but like a normal person would just have interjected it like ages ago and just gone, it's a...
But
anyway.
am I a normal person?
No, you're not, exactly. But anyway, they come into the final few corners. Cobb is going to take the win, but Champ's going to come short. Oh, he's off onto the gravel out the final corner, and he mows out to John Boy here. John Boy could nab 3rd place, and he does. John Boy onto the podium. Champ there drops from 3rd down to 4th place, and he's fuming with that one and bins it into the wall as a result of his frustrations. But Park Pooper over in P5, Doris P6, and Totally Zero over in 7th with Pot the Brown, who's going to come out of the final corner here to finish this one in 8th place. I think they might have. I think those two might have raced in the Porsche before. That might have been why. I don't know. Maybe I'm tired. I don't know. Huh?
You're tired? I'll work from 3:30 in the afternoon to 3:30 in the goddamn morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my fault, is it? Anyway.
You're a bit tired.
Cobb takes the win, Mike second, and John Boy completing the podium. But what a night that was, guys. And the final round of the season will be next week. The championship standings after drop rounds will be frozen now. You can't drop the final round of the season, so essentially it's all to play for in that final round. But I think that Mike is going to have quite a substantial lead now over John Boy in that championship fight, and it's going to take some sort of miracle now for John Boy to overhaul him. But that is all we've got time for here tonight at Motive Racing. It's Cobb, Mike and John Boy, your podium finishers. Ian, it's been a pleasure as always. Great to have you back in the box, and hopefully we can do this more often.
Well, it all depends on how busy my work is. If it isn't busy at certain times, then I'll be able to join. Nope, not a single problem.
Excellent. That is wonderful news. But nonetheless, we will see you all very, very soon. Yeah, make sure you join us for the finales. Also, we've got the touring cars on Thursday night as well. The penultimate round of that season will be live at 8:30 p.m. as always. And yeah, for that one, we'll be racing at Silverstone Classic this week. And yeah, also join us for the GT4s next week for the final round of the season, the championship decider between Mike and John Boy, where we will be at Donington National. And yeah, thanks again. We will see you all very, very soon.
Burr.
Bye.